So I am at a festival today and it is very, very slow. So I decided to show you guys how I set up my Craft and Go paint station, which I am absolutely in love with. So I am just pulling the legs out. They extend. You can change the length of the legs to however high or low you want it. I prefer to stand when I paint. So I'm going to start setting this up and you can see how quick it goes. So once the legs are extended, you just lift it up. It's like a little suitcase. You can see it looks really crooked from this angle. It actually wasn't that bad. It's my camera that is so crooked. But you can adjust the legs so they go down. I am just setting up the rest of my station here, getting my chair ready. And I'll show you that in a sec too. So you can see people are actually talking to me and distracting me while opening all this stuff up, and it's still not a big deal. It is so fast and so easy that I don't know what I did before I had this. So I do take one of my metal stands and I stand it up on the side, which I'll show you guys um, a little bit later what that looks like, how I do that. And I get my water container out and just start arranging all my paints. And I am taking my time. This event happened to be rainy and windy and a little cold, so I had nobody waiting for me, so I was kind of fuddling around here. But I usually put a towel down in the side where I put my water container and then just arrange things how I want them to be for the day, which sometimes is different, sometimes the same. But I thought I would not cut anything out so you can see kind of in real time how long it takes me. So I put my stencils down in the middle and then my daubers and my lollipop blenders for my StarBlends get velcroed to the right side. Usually have another little bag here filled with extra sponges and kind of random things for the left side there. And then the thing I'm putting together here, which you'll see again later, is a little plastic stand I think I found at Michael's maybe, or Hobby Lobby or someplace like that. And it's great for holding extra brushes so that you're not lying them flat and getting your paint station all messed up. So I'm pulling out my Q-tip container. And then I've got this little container filled with bobby pins to pin girls' and boys' hair back. So I stick that up there. So on this side, on the left side, I usually pin my clean sponges, just a laundry bag filled with clean sponges. And I throw a little in that extra bag so that they're easy to get. My chair has pockets in it too, so I usually stuff extra supplies in there. And then I put another laundry bag on the other side and then clip that for all my dirty stuff, baby wipes, sponges. So here's what it looks like set up. There's that container or holder, I should say, for paintbrushes. Comes in handy. I also drilled holes in my collapsible bowl there to hold brushes. So you can see my setup. My extra sponges there. I usually pull down my most popular one strokes and split cakes and keep them down on the bottom platform. This is just a container I got from, I think, Target, and I glued magnets on the back. I use it to hold my more popular, stencils, so I'm not having to search for them. But then it also kind of holds this up with all my StarBlends. So I told you I'd show you guys this. I just actually super glued magnets, some really strong magnets to the hinge there. And that way you can kind of shove it into the side to hold it up. It's like another wall of space. It's great. And then this little container I just kind of push over, flush against it to keep it from moving too much. It's not completely steady. If somebody pushed on it, it could fall over, but it works. Shortly after that video, I redid my brush container too, made it a little neater. So this is at home. I wanted to show you what's in these wells. So on the left side, I keep my bobby pins, petroleum jelly, my gems, my extra bags of stuff, a little first aid kit. I also have this little, it's like a diaper bag thing, I think, little plastic baggies. Sometimes there's extra trash, but you can see there's lots of storage in this. I love it. So on this side, I have my StarBlends under one of the metal platforms, and then my collapsible bowl, which is actually just a dog bowl that I think works really nicely because I usually do, maybe black and really dark colors rinsed down one side and then keep light white colors on the other. Over my repotted paint, I have just a piece of transparency that I cut to keep it clean. And then when I pack this up, I take towels and I usually place them around the platform where there's negative space so that when I close this, it's packed really tightly. Because I love this, but when you roll it, things do bounce around. So here's another picture of my setup. Here's my chair, which I like very, very well. Earth Products, a little shameless plug to them if they happen to ever see this. One of the reasons I love this chair is because of the back has that solid piece. Kids can't fall through it. I would recommend not buying a chair that has an open back. It's got this little pole at the bottom so they can climb up themselves. I don't have to lift up heavy kids. It has a table on the side that locks, and then it has these great pockets that are really large. I can keep all sorts of extra stuff in there. I keep my extra clips just clipped to them all the time. Extra mirror, extra container, maybe extra paint if I know I'm going to have a helper come and I want them to have their own black and white. But I love this chair. I had there's some baby wipes that I just clip to the side. They never take them off. They're always there. It's got this little mesh part at the bottom that I put my cushion. Before I started using a chair like this, my back hurt all the time, and now it does not. It's great. So the cushion I use just to keep kids up higher and pushed forward a little bit. Most of the time, I will use it actually folded in half like this. It's just an outdoor cushion from Target. Because see how it would push a kid so much closer to the front of the chair? Because they usually tend to lie back. So I keep it like that most of the time, and it's great. So besides a cooler and a jug of water, that's my kit. On the back of my sign here, I have got a mirror. So when they're done getting painted, I tell them to get down, go check themselves out, and I'm on to the next kid. I've got a place for cards up in the left-hand corner that I stack so that parents can grab a card. And I really like the way this works. It's genius just to send kids on their way. So besides a cooler and a jug of water that I refill, that's really it. Here's a couple pictures of me in action for those 2 days. One day was nice and sunny. I would recommend getting a kit like this. It's just great. That's me standing, so you can kind of see the height. And there you go. That's the craft and go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.